that lead to a delivery of a miracle. The protocol of heaven. Let me just give you a couple of them. For you to deliver a miracle, what's the first thing that must happen? Do you know? Let's say you and I walked into a nearby Starbucks coffee shop. I like Starbucks coffee, especially at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you and I were walking and there was maybe 10 people, let's say 4 of them were on laptops and the rest of them were in discussions, and you and I sat down and you said to me, "Okay, Bruce, can you do a miracle here?" Yes. You wouldn't believe it at that moment, and you'd wonder if I'm just trying to snow you or exaggerate or fake it. I wouldn't be. Why would I do that? What's the first thing I'd have to do? Well, obviously, every miracle that we're talking about, and you were born for this, is related to another person. It's not to a tree or to an animal, it's to a human being. That God does miracles for people. And until I know which person in Starbucks God has in mind to do the miracle for, I could be wasting my time. Therefore, the first step in the steps that lead to a miracle is I must identify the person. Which person? The person that God has in mind for the miracle. Now you may be thinking to yourself, yeah, but what makes you think that God wants to do a miracle at Starbucks this afternoon? Well, let me ask you a question. If we could pull back the facade that everybody's wearing and the masks that we wear, just pull it back and saw the real needs of the person over there on the Apple Mac, how many real needs in their life do you think will be there? 2, 3, 4, 10? Answer is lots. Let's go over to the young woman who's about 22, 23 on the iPhone. Does she have real needs at the time? In fact, as you look around, you're going to find that people have anywhere from a half a dozen to dozens of huge needs in their life. Now put it together. Every single person's need is an invitation for a miracle. So all these people in this Starbucks all have needs. God wants to meet those needs. He needs a human being many times to do that. Not every time, but many times. But as I'm walking in there, and see, I'm not just walking in as a, I'm not walking in as just a casual person this day. I'm walking in as a delivery agent. Because that morning, I already applied the first key. I went to Heavenlies in my own heart. I walked into the throne room of the Almighty and I said to God, it's great working as your partner on earth. Please today send me on a divine mission. I don't care with whom or where or what it is. The answer is yes. Please send me. I know when I have asked to be sent, then that day He's going to answer it. Why? He has so many people who have needs that He wants to meet and doesn't have an adequate number of people. So as I'm walking in there, I know He's going to send me. But the first thing I have to do is identify the right person. And that's through the signals that God gives, or the cues that people give, or the bumps that I use on them, that I talk about in the signals chapter.